Army edge rusher Andre Carter II didn't get drafted, but that did not stop him from getting paid. Tom Pelissero, NFL Network, go. One of the biggest commitments ever to an undrafted free agent. The Vikings signed former Army edge rusher Andre Carter II to a deal that includes a $40K signing bonus and $300K in base salary guarantee, $340 total. Signed, they believe Carter can make the active rooster. And to a degree, it's better. Actually, not to a degree. Actually, sometimes it usually is better to be UDFA than be a 7th round pick, because look at the comparisons in terms of a total guarantee on his rookie deal. So Andre Carter II got $340,000. It's comparable to the first pick in the 5th round last year, Sling and Sam Howell going to the Commies at pick 144, who his rookie deal includes $361,600 of guarantees. And if you look at Brock Purdy, the famous Es Muy Infamoso Brock Purdy, the final pick in the draft at 262, he only got 77 dimes in guaranteed. So you can see why at the end of the 7th round it becomes a free-for-all. And a lot of agents, a lot of players are actually hoping that they don't get their name called in the 7th round, because then they're locked in on a 4-year deal with very minimal to low guarantees with the team. Whereas if you're a UDFA, especially if you're a UDFA in demand, like Andre Carter was, like Ivan Pace Jr. was, you can write your own ticket. Like, you can pick whatever team has interest in you, find the best situation, and be like, hey, where's the best competition? Where's the worst competition? Where can I get on the field? What team has the best facilities where I don't have to pay for dinner? And then you can get even more guarantees than if you would have been a 7th round pick. So it's such a weird thing where it's everyone's dream to get drafted in the NFL draft, unless you could be a priority UDFA. And also, by the way, you're a bit closer to free agency. So now when you're UDFA, you have 3-year deals and then a restricted free agent deal. So if you're going to be tendered, that's generally a nice bump up. I think this year's RFA tender was like 2.5, somewhere in there, versus if you're a 7th round pick, you just got your 4 years. So to a degree, it can be better to be a UDFA. And looking comparison for context, so last year's 2022 UDFA guarantees. So Carson Strong, hard to break, was number 1 last year at $340,000, going to the Eagles. The Pride of Nevada went undrafted because of knee issues, but had a big time arm, man. And the Vikings, Kwesi ain't scared, doling out quite a bit of guaranteed money for UDFAs. Getting $250,000 last year was Zach McLeod, coming out of the U, as well as edge rusher Luigi Villain. Kwesi has a type. He likes spending up on UDFA edge rushers. Coming out of Wake Forest by way of Michigan, he also got $227,000 guaranteed. Now McLeod had a really nice camp, man, but he ended up getting cut. Luigi Villain made the 53 all last season. Could make a nice leap in year 2. So again, Kwesi, he's aggressive. He wants to get his guys in undrafted free agency, and it makes sense here. And Carter, I think that he has a chance to blossom into something legit, where he's got the length, he's got size, he's got a good head on his shoulders, got good intangibles as well, and then maybe he can build upon that 14.5 sack season that he had in 21, where he was second in FBS in sacks. Last year dealt with injuries. Last year dealt with offenses completely selling out to neutralize him. Only got 3.5 sacks last year. But I think that he is certainly toolsy enough. I think that the Vikings certainly, there isn't pressure for him to come in and be the guy. Now, I think that he, with that guarantee, does put him on the inside track. Of course, it doesn't guarantee him a spot necessarily. I mean, look at Zach McLeod, who had $250K guaranteed last year, didn't make the roster. So I think that Carter has a chance to stick around, sit and learn behind Daniil, if he's here, Marcus Davenport, Zadarius Smith, probably not going to be here, or Patrick Jones II, DJ Wanham. Hell, learning from Luigi Villain as a guy who was a UDFA who made the 53, just following that path. And then you're working with Smitty, working with Brian Flores. I think Carter II could be something pretty legit in a couple of seasons. But for now, got paid. Again, sometimes it's better to be a UDFA than be a 7th round pick, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. The Vikings gave Andre Carter II huge money as an undrafted free agent. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.